I'm curious, do you have any advice for somebody who is going on Survivor? What is the number one thing that you think is important to keep in mind as you head in?
Well, I would say, from my point of view, you have to nail the video. Otherwise, there's nothing to talk about. There's no, hey, you should align with these group of people, or you should only tell so many people about your idol or whatever. That's all a moot point if you don't get on. So my advice is going to be about how to get that call back damn near guaranteed.
Okay, let's hear it.
And so the way to get that call back is when you shoot your video, you open your video by you list all the important things about your life in a bullet points fashion, and then turn those bullet points into a run-on sentence. And I'll give you mine that I got on.
Yeah,
that got me on. I said I'm Billy Garcia, a Dominican New Yorker, heavy metal guitar playing, pro wrestling, former Marine. Ooh. And the fact that I could tell my whole life in one soundbite told them that I can cut a confessional on anything. And the confessional is the bread and butter of all reality comps. Yeah. So if you can cut a confessional, you'll get the call back. And then from there, it's a matter of whether or not you fit what they're looking for that particular season. But they don't forget you if you're like really good at cutting a confessional. And if that video somehow makes it in the hands of Jeff Probst and Mark Burnett, Jeff Probst's philosophy is, let's get all the best people, and then we'll figure out what the season theme will be. So if you cut a good confessional and it gets into Jeff Probst's hands, it's almost a guarantee that you make it to the LA Final 50, and you're sitting in front of him, and you just have to confirm that you can do what you showed him you can do in the video.
Okay. Wow, that's really good and detailed advice.
If I started my video off with saying, my name's Zach, I'm 27 years old, live in Chicago, I want to fight Jeff Probst with my fist, would he bring me to the LA 50 to fight him?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, it wouldn't even make it to his hands.
Damn.
It would not make it to his hands. You got to be able to tell a story, because that's what Survivor is.
Of course.
It's players narrating what the highlights of what happened. Because that's what you're watching. You're not actually sitting there watching us wake up in the morning, scratch our bare ass, go to the bush, take a piss. You're not watching all. You're watching highlights of what happened, and the players are narrating it. Yeah. So if you can't do that, it won't even give you the time of day.
Right, I get that. But before we finish up that question, just answer me this: do you think I could beat Jeff Probst in a fight?
I say no. You don't be afraid to say no, because
I would have to answer that question with a question: how good is your jiu-jitsu?
Oh,
very bad.
Then the answer is no.
How's Probst jiu-jitsu? Is it good?
Can he sprawl?
He does so many different things to stay in shape, and he I don't know if he does it for self-defense, but he definitely does it to stay in shape, as well as kickboxing, all sorts of stuff, MMA. He just
Okay, now I'm scared of him.
And it's not just Jeff. There's a lot of survivors that are big into martial arts. That was something that surprised me when I was on Cook Islands. I was like, okay, Yule's MMA. Poverty's a boxer, and I just kept going down the line, and I was like, holy crap, and I'm a wrestler. I thought that was the team at first. I was like, wait. This whole race thing is a red herring. We're actually we're gonna be pitted against each other in fighting challenges, like the push each other off the platform type thing.
No, first challenge is a bare knuckle fist fight.
We've separated all these boxers into their different ethnicities.
Funny little side story is I in the finale I told the joke to Poverty that she kind of didn't find it funny. I told her, you're a boxer, I'm a wrestler, we can have MMA babies.
That's hilarious.
And she didn't like that?
She was
like, she's just mad because you had the best showmance this season, and her and Nate didn't get enough screen time. So before we leave off here, how can people support you aside from, again, hashtag bring back Billy and second chance?
Release the Billy cut.
Release the Billy cut.
Release the Billy cut.
Yeah. Aside from all these things that we've just made up, how could people best support you?
All of my social media that matters is at Real Billy Garcia. It's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. It's all at Real Billy Garcia. They could follow me there.
And new Forsaken album, right? Is there a date on that, or is it just kind of?
Unfortunately, the global bastard has stepped in and messed up our timetable.
Yeah.
So
Understandable.
we're playing it by ear. But the good news is that, despite of what you might have heard on the news, New York is not completely shut down, and we're not all shackled in the people's basements or nothing like that. Most businesses are open. The recording studio is open. It's just because of this global bastard, like the scheduling is kind of all messed up. It's not just me that's booking this one studio. Everybody's trying to play catch up.
Right.
Yeah.
So TBD on the release date. TBD.
Sometime early next year, I would say.
Being able to take an edit like the one that you got and turning it into a positive thing to do charity and taking time out of your day to do this with us, it really does mean a lot to us. And again, you're still having an impact on the Survivor community 14 years out. So I just want to thank you for doing this again. It really does mean a lot to us. So
thank you so much. And I would like to all the fans watching this, thank you so much for the support throughout the years. Without the fans, there's no Survivor, and without Survivor, I wouldn't have a dream. And I got to live my dream. It was only 6 days, but I got to live my dream for 6 days. There are people that don't even get to sniff a dream for 2 seconds. I got to live it for 6 days, and 6 days plus 14 years.
There we go.
Until you play again, of course.
Yeah. When Billy comes back, the classic 15-year gap, second chance. Too,
That's right. Right. It worked out for Jeff. Well, not really, but
yeah. You're right. Yeah. But yeah, hashtag bring Billy back. Hashtag release the Billy cut.
Release the Billy cut. That's a good one.
Yeah. And again, make sure that you check out whenever Forsaken's new album is out and hit up Real Billy Garcia on all of the social medias. Thank you again for doing this, man. Really appreciate it.
Billy Garcia.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Billy. You're welcome back anytime.